And Joey, you need to do better. And you owe Shannon and a lot of other people that have reached out to me that I'll probably do videos with too, you owe them an apology.
Who would have thought this would not be the guy that you would think was the bully? Because he portrays himself in such a righteous manner. This is wild stuff, guys. I never noticed this. Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit low energy today. Please forgive me. Just had a major chest day. Just broke over a plateau. Super happy about that, but wins me, guys. So please forgive the low energy. I'll try to keep it as high energy as possible. Now, I did a video the other day, and that video was in response to this whole thing that's been going on with Joey Swoll.
Good things. I don't know what he did. I mean, he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well.
Like, Shirley, what you made was a great point. I've used the N word. You can't count the times because of where I grew up and how I grew up. Now, do I forgive him? Yeah. Do I think his career should be ruined because of it? No, I don't. Because if we ruining people's career for that word right there, ain't none of us gonna be working.
I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry.
Also, in case you're not caught up, you guys can check out my video, but I'm sure you've heard of it. Joey Swoll ended up getting outed by what he felt was the world when apparently a whole bunch of his leftist subscribers, this is what the internet is saying, his leftist subscribers ended up getting on him for making what they referred to as racist remarks. Now, a lot of people are divided.
And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
So there you go. A completely unnecessary apology and a misstep by my judgment, but that's just my judgment. Now, he says in his video that he'd be hypocritical because his brand is about holding people accountable. I'm a hypocrite if I don't hold myself accountable. That's only if you are in need of true accountability. You paid tribute to somebody who influenced you positively without any knowledge of any negative things that that individual had done in the past, and you used a word that is considered offensive by some, but not in a derogatory manner and not in an offensive way. And therefore, there is no apology necessary in this case. And the fact that you are willing to give one maybe speaks to your graciousness, but also speaks to the ability of these individuals to make somebody feel as though they are morally in the wrong when in reality, they are not.
But a lot of people came out in response to this, saying essentially that Joey Swoll did nothing wrong, and he essentially blew it out of proportion, and screw the haters, he did nothing that was racist remotely. And I did a video discussing that because I truly believe it. I believe he did nothing racist whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, I'm making this video today in response to a video that Scott Herman Fitness made in response to the whole Joey Swoll thing.
He should be apologizing for trying to capitalize on the repeated suffering of others to sell his products by reposting videos of doing these call-outs.
Now, this is important. I hope that you guys like and subscribe and enjoy the video and the content, but I feel like I have to do this video. And why? because I made the initial video. And in the initial video, I backed up Joey Swoll. He actually had a great defense.
I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things.
He actually had a great comeback, basically, essentially telling people, look, everybody's made mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. Are we supposed to not be able to show respect for someone who's passed away? Do I feel like he did anything wrong? No. But what Scott Herman Fitness brought out in his recent video, bro, blew me away. And you guys very likely don't know that Joey Swoll was doing what he was doing. And Scott brings it out. Now, in case you guys don't know Scott, this guy is an OG on YouTube in the fitness space. This dude's been around. This dude is natural. This dude is jacked. This dude looks like he's 30 years old. He looks like he's 25 years old. And he's probably close to 40-something years old. The guy just looks amazing. He's got great positive energy, great positive vibes. I love this guy. When you needed fitness advice, it was his channel that popped up because he's always giving you on-point personal training advice from a certified personal trainer. Let's get into his video. Let's talk about what he found out. And let's see what you guys think about Joey Swoll now.
There's something strange happening in your gym. Who are you gonna call? Joey Swoll.
I love Scott, man. I love Scott. You know what's crazy? I cannot picture Scott talking at a normal volume ever. Ever. I know that I yell a lot when I normally talk. I'm Italian, so it just comes out. But Scott, this dude, between his Boston accent and his screaming, I just love this guy. Just look at his neck veins.
Now, like many of you, I was a fan of Joey Swoll for quite some time. In fact, you'll notice here that I don't follow him on social media. In fact, I unfollowed Joey way back in March of this year because I noticed some really shady things going on.
I don't follow Joey Swoll like I mentioned in my initial video. I don't follow him too hard or too much. Now, Scott didn't either, but Scott was keen enough to find, figure out what was going on. I'm hardly on social media unless it's to actually do work. So I don't really watch Joey Swoll too much. I do know his reputation. I know he has a reputation of wanting to be the nicest guy and try to call out injustices and stuff like that. But I would never follow him enough to know what he was doing.
And a lot of you probably came here because you thought I was going to cover this story right here, where everyone is basically crucifying him because he said that he, idolized Hulk Hogan as a kid and he pissed off the left side. And then he apologized for pissing off the left side, which pissed off the right side. And he's just in a whole world of hurt. And he basically quit social media after getting called out.
And do I really think that he quit social media? No, I don't. I don't think he quit social media. I think he's just staying quiet. I just think he's laying low.
Back on that bullshit again. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit again.
The irony that you train at a Planet Fitness, which is a judgment-free zone, yet you decide to do this to somebody? Really? Leave people alone in the gym. This man is minding his own business, getting a great workout in, and you decide to take a video to make fun of him and post it on social media. Every single comment is laughing at that man. How do you not know better than to treat people this way? Especially when you put a Bible verse in your bio. Is this how God taught you to treat others? And the fact that you immediately stop when he looks at you and had to sneak to take this video like a coward shows me that you knew what you were doing was wrong. But you decided to do it anyway, just to get some likes and attention on social media. Maybe instead of a lunk alarm at Planet Fitness for people like me, they need a mind your own damn business alarm for people like you. Be better than that.
But the point that Scott brings out is very interesting. The fact that Joey Swoll got called out and just stopped with his social media is a sign that there's something going on here, in my opinion, or here. Now, Joey Swoll, as you guys know, is obviously on performance-enhancing drugs. What could be going on in his life? Well, he could just have a lot of stress. He could just be genuinely upset by this situation. There could be a lot of things. Maybe he's having some problems in his personal life. Maybe he's not sleeping enough. But something that could be going on, just speculation here, is the fact that Joey is on drugs. We know he's on drugs, right? No one looks like that unless they're on something. And maybe his estrogen is a little bit high. I'm not saying that as a joke. You might think that that's a joke. That's not a joke. If Joey is on something like TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, or if he's on any type of steroidal assistance, it could be affecting his hormones to a point where he's overly emotional or something along those lines. Is this a fact? Of course not. He could genuinely just be upset about what's going on and not be able to deal with so much hate after receiving nothing but love for this whole time. So that could be it too. But it's true what Scott brought out, the fact that he finds his skin to be quite thin, even though he dishes out pretty hard.
Which I find to be very ironic because his entire brand is built around calling people out. And the second he gets called out, he quits social media. Like, come on, man. Like you can dish it out, but you can't take it. People make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I've made mistakes. We learn and grow from those mistakes, right?
Yo, no joke, and I'm not trying to glaze Scott. I'm not. How does this guy look so good? How does he look so young? It's unbelievable. I mean, I know a lot of people in the fitness space, they look very old prematurely, and sometimes that's due to, like, steroids, but a lot of the time it's not. A lot of the time people just don't age like this. This guy looks like when I found him on YouTube, like, I don't even know, like 20 years ago almost.
The Queen went to go visit her sister today, who she hasn't spoken with in a while, and I think it's a beautiful thing. So of course I sent my support and my love, and I'm gonna have testicle ceviche on Seafood Wednesday, solo today. As I think about the great beauty and love there is in family, and the support we should give one another to apologize. Liver King 3.0, the Holy Trinity, the truth. That's what I do now, I tell the truth. I'm gonna have some shrimps, cucumber salad with nuts, some fish eggs, bone marrow, and once you get the bone mizzle, just a little mizzle tizzle, juicy, right here on the skillet. The sardine from Liver King Lake. We got some oysters from Liver King Swamp, some mussels from Liver King 2.0, some live sprouts. We have some seaweed, and we have some rice. I don't know where the rice is from. I'm sure it's from something Liver King related. Here's what I'm gonna have for dinner.
In the beginning, I liked Joey's videos because I do think that, gym culture has gotten completely out of hand. The toxicity has gotten completely out of hand. The people filming themselves in the gym, thinking that they own the place. Girls always saying dudes are looking at their butts when a lot of times they aren't. They're just trying to see what the hell's going on. And then all of a sudden you're a social media star for being like a predator or a pedophile. Like, it's crazy.
It's true. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the fitness space, in the fitness community. I mean, guys, it's just nuts. I mean, look at the videos that I just recently did on Julian Fitzgerald. This guy is blowing up across the world. People think that this guy is a fitness influencer, that he is the pinnacle of what all men should be. Young men, natural, no drugs, amazing training, amazing genetics, everything. He's blowing up right now. Just got signed by Hanny Rambod. And this dude, we just covered it in 2 videos, does not even know how to train. And it's proven through the videos. This fitness space is shot, and it's been shot for quite a long time. don't get me wrong, I'm not just blaming the internet, but the fact that everything is on the internet and the fact that things spread like wildfire in this industry, in this smaller bodybuilding niche, I mean, it just makes things seem so much more amplified. We also did a video recently on a personal trainer who called out a whole bunch of people for essentially calling them thirst traps, saying you're not a fitness influencer, all you're doing is showing your body off. I mean, it's true. Everything Scott's saying is true. There's no denying. This world is just insane.
So every time Joey makes a video, the entire Joey Swoll army attacks. In the comment section, on every social media platform they have. In some cases, people call the gym the person was working out at to get them kicked out. In other cases, people probably lost their jobs and things like that, right? I mean, it's pretty serious business what he does. Like, it's a lot more than just calling people out. I mean, you're messing with these people's lives. And I think in some cases it is justified, right? Like, there needed to be a change to happen. So for example, and now we're going to get into the reason why I unfollowed Joey back in March.
I never realized, seeing Joey's videos, that his clan of subscribers actually went out of their way to attack the person personally in their personal life. That's why I'm so happy to be watching Scott's video here and touching on it. Now, we're actually, in case I didn't mention it earlier, we're actually going to be touching on 2 videos, but I didn't know it was so deep. I didn't know people went that crazy. And honestly, if I was Joey, I would be telling my subscribers, don't contact these people. Don't contact these people. Sure, share the video, do your thing, but don't go harassing them. I mean, that should be illegal. Really, it should. That's a little bit much. What do you guys think?
I unfollowed Joey back in March.
I
followed Joey, but I didn't just watch all of his videos religiously because I just I don't want to see that toxicity all the time, right? But if I was scrolling through my timeline and one of his videos popped up, I'd probably watch it and leave a comment.
Yes, that's exactly why I don't watch Joey as well, often, because I don't like the toxicity. Sure, do I watch a lot of toxic stuff? Yes, but I watch it in case I need to work with it, like for a job, like for a YouTube video, or people need to see some information. That's what I do. But constantly seeing the toxicity at Joey's level, in my opinion, it's much worse than any toxicity that I currently watch or put out there into the world, I believe. It's a bit much. So that's one of the reasons why I steer clear of that too. I feel like it's not needed toxicity, essentially. So Scott noticed Joey reposting old content and essentially reached out to Joey and spoke to him and basically said, like, bro, this ain't cool.
I remember, because this was a huge story. She basically claimed that this guy was taking photos of her butt, when in reality, he literally lifted the phone to unlock his phone with his face, and he was texting his wife something, right? Like a grocery list or something like that. Like, the story got huge. And she got absolutely destroyed for it. Destroyed so much so that this was actually one of the videos where Joey posted an update to let everybody know what happened. And I just remember it being a big story. And so this is back in February 29th of 2024. And so in March, I was scrolling through, my Twitter like I do every single day, and I saw this video. And again, I just really remembered this story. And he posted, he did nothing wrong, but you are the one filming him making accusations and threats. And you'll notice the date, March 11th, 2025. And I even left a post. You already posted this months ago. New story, same chick. Didn't she already get kicked out of the gym?
The fact that he noticed this was so valuable, because have we really been living with a villain in front of our faces? Like a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing this entire time? Could it be that Joey Swoll is the villain we didn't know existed?
He posted, update, her membership has been canceled. And I left a message. I said, what do you mean update? You posted all this months ago. I'm all about calling people out, but posting an old story just for views is not the way.
Essentially exploiting a situation numerous times simply for clout, to grow his brand. I do believe that his videos do make a positive impact. But once someone has learned their lesson and have been called out and possibly been fired from their job and their entire family and all their friends hate them and everything of that nature, is it right for you to call them out again? No. Let people move on from what they've done. How can you show redemption if you're going to constantly be put in that same exact light over and over? You can never fix it in that case. And so what Scott found out, very valuable. So grateful for this guy seeing this.
And this is why I unfollowed Joey. And this, I think, is really f***ed up, okay? And the reason being is because in February of 2024, this video had 6.7 million views. This video had 14.1 million views. You're going to sit here and tell me that this woman's life did not get flipped upside down after she posted this and then Joey covered the story. And again, rightfully so, because she made some very hardcore accusations about this gentleman back here who was just minding his own business. And this guy's life could have been messed up real big.
Rightfully so, just like Scott said, and just like many people actually believe. Rightfully so, this woman was called out because the man in the background of this particular photo was called out for nothing. This woman wanted attention. This woman got the attention. That man's life could have been destroyed, and hopefully it wasn't. Thanks to Joey. Thanks to him doing what he did. But it's true. If the initial video got all those millions of views and the point was well taken that this guy never did anything and this chick is what did something, what if she learned from the experience and now wants to move on? Sure, maybe you guys look at it as an easy way out, but I do believe what Scott is saying is 100% correct. How can you do better? Like Joey says at the end of his video, do better. He always says that. That's his slogan, right? Do better. How can you do better if you never let somebody do better?
And she deserved it, right? She definitely deserved it. Like, she was making a baseless accusation. Now, what happened when Joey posted this video? It got a lot of attention. A lot of people went to her social media. A lot of people called the gym. And again, her life got turned upside down. And everybody makes mistakes. And that's kind of the point of this video with Joey. Yeah, Joey made a mistake. He probably shouldn't apologize for the video that he put out there, right? And he's getting called out for it. And the heat was so bad that he quit social media. And this is a person who's been on social media for a very long time. He's been in the social media space for a very long time. He was a co-founder of Shredz way back in the day. You guys remember the scandals with the photoshopping with Shredz, right? So this is a person, like a seasoned influencer, and he quit social media the second he got called out for doing his apology video.
Okay, now Scott brings out something in regards to Shredz, some type of a scam.
Created by Arvin Lal and Joey Swoll, Shredz supplements were once seen as the magic weight loss pill that promised a quick 30-day weight loss and made massive profits while doing so, making their way into Forbes magazine for their revolutionary usage of Instagram influencers. However, the early days of Instagram were like the Wild West, with Shredz influencers photoshopping their photos, running fake competitions, and scamming their own employees. And to make matters worse, there have been accusations that those at the top of the company knew all about this, which included Joey Swoll. But before Shredz came crumbling down, it was in fact a revolutionary business with a very novel marketing technique.
Is Joey without fault? No. What if we just kept posting about Shredz constantly? That would be wrong, right? And is that why perhaps Joey transitioned into this type of business model of calling people out so that he can change his persona so that he could look better? Just speculation. What do you guys think in the comments?
Right, which is what we're seeing all over here on YouTube. So, and the reason why I'm really kind of hammering this point home, what do you think happens to a person like this who isn't a seasoned fitness influencer, social media person, and they get the amount of hate that got sent her way. I would say, you know, one of two things probably happened. Number one, she probably stopped posting, which is good. Number two, maybe she turned her life around. Maybe this instance was a point in her life where she said, you know what? I screwed up. I probably shouldn't be posting videos like this, and I'm not going to do it again. Or maybe she still does it. I don't know this person. I'm just saying she got so much hate in February of 2024. Maybe she moved on with her life. And then all of a sudden, because Joey needs to hit the algorithm in order to get views and sell his product, because that's basically why he built his brand. He built his brand to get attention, to get followers, so that he could then direct them to buy his products. And Joey, you need to do better. And you, Shannon, and a lot of other people that have reached out to me that I'll probably do videos with too, you owe them an apology.
Oh, yo, this dude just said, Joey, you owe not only Shannon an apology, but a whole bunch of people that I'm going to do videos with an apology. Yo, Scott is on fire right now. Let me tell you, man, don't piss off a guy with morals. Don't piss them off. You can see this guy is holding back. He's got his foot on the brake, and he looks and sounds like this. If you think he's hitting the gas, this dude is not. Let me tell you right now. That is wild.
There's a few things that I want to talk about in the video that really rubbed me the wrong way. You know, number one, the cherry picking of information that he decided to relay when he made the video about you, and the overall just rage baiting that he did. You know, he constantly talks about like rage baiting is bad, and that's literally what he did to you.
Yeah.
It's insane. So let me pull the video up really quick. So here it is right here. Are you ready?
Living the moment again.
You have to relive it.
I got a PTSD.
Oh, I've seen this video. I've seen it. I don't know if it was Joey who posted it or I don't know. I've seen this video, and when I first saw this video, I hated this woman. I hated it. I got so pissed off when I saw it. When people slam stuff for no reason, it pisses me off. I don't even think I've ever watched the full video when I initially saw it because it disgusted me so much. And I was just like, this is more trash from the internet. You know what I'm saying?
The video says, me wondering why all the machines are broken, right? With a silly face. And then it says, also me here. And you're basically showing some footage from a workout that you had done that day, right?
Yeah.
Yo, pisses me off. Why are you slamming them? I'm sorry. I'm over here trying to like do Scott's video justice and by like extension this chick justice. But this video pisses me off. It makes me sick. I really hope there's a good reason for this.
Me wondering why all the machines are broken. Then post a video disrespecting gym equipment, dropping the weights, as if that's something to brag about.
Okay, so I actually agree with Joey. I agree with you. Hear my voice? Agree with Joey. I need to keep water next to me when I do these videos. Anyway, I actually agree with Joey. What the heck, man? And her face, it just looks, I mean, listen, she posted this knowing it was going to be controversial in some respect, because obviously she got the clip of her going like, looking like a crazy person, right? So she obviously knew this was going to hit home, and obviously she had to know this was going to get some negative attention.
And the look on your face when you do it?
So, first of all, Mr. Joey, I guess, has never slammed a weight in his entire life.
No.
And what bothered me about him talking about your face, I know what I look like in the gym when I'm training and I'm in the zone and I have I look like the meanest douchebag in the entire place.
No.
So like putting you down for your looks, I thought was just totally uncalled for, because
that is true. I mean, yeah. I mean, our faces after a heavy set, definitely my face is looks crazy. If you don't got that ugly face on while you're training, you don't know, you don't know what training is. So I guess that was an ugly face that she had. It really came across as more of like a, look at me, or I don't care. But I mean, hey, yeah, she could just be exhausted 100%.
Because we all literally have this face after a heavy set.
Yeah.
The only time it's okay to do this, to drop the weights, is if you're at risk for injury, which obviously she's not. She is blatantly disrespecting the gym equipment, expensive gym equipment, as if the rules don't apply to her. And then she arrogantly responds to somebody saying that she's patiently waiting for the gym to ban her.
I mean, so far, I could see why Joey made a video on this. I can, because it disgusts me. So I can see why he made the video.
She's patiently waiting for the gym to ban her. Well, if you...
And that's one of the cherry pickings we're going to talk about. Like, he cherry picked this one comment of you just being silly and sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, I will personally reach out to David Lloyd in Cricklewood Lane and help you out with that. Now, I'm not saying they should ban you for this, but they should definitely have a talk with you about respecting the gym equipment and following the rules. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
I can see why he was in her business and why he was attacking her, because honestly, this is an amazing talking point. It really is, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. It was an amazing talking point. Why are you slamming equipment? So obviously there's something about this video that's okay that she was doing this. Maybe she's friends with the gym owner or whatever, and she just wanted to make a video. I don't know. But, when you first see that will... I know how upset that I just got, even though I know Scott's interviewing her. So I can imagine how other people would feel.
He was like, dude, just read the description on her video. And this is where the cherry picking comes from. Because Shannon, you literally put in the description, no, but there's really no need to slam the weights, is there? I didn't even realize how much I do it until I watched this workout back. I'll blame the music in my earphones, which is also exceeding the recommendation level. Like,
just sarcasm on sarcasm on sarcasm. It's my middle name, sarcasm, right? So it's just how I would caption it. Like, I was embarrassed myself, hence why I put the video up. I was like, yo, like, after every single exercise, like, did I just slam the weight that heavy? Really? And I was like, every time we go to a gym and it's something out of order, I wonder why it's out of order. Let's just,
So basically, you made a video about yourself, calling yourself out, and, that obviously you probably not doing it anymore because you realize...
God, if I slam a weight now, I'm like, oh, stop me.
But you basically made a video calling yourself out because after rewatching your workout footage, you realized, like, oh my gosh, I'm slamming these weights. I shouldn't be doing that. And instead of Joey reading the caption or anything like that, all he saw was an opportunity to get views and money.
Okay, so essentially, she put in the description of her video that, hey, I didn't realize that I'm slamming the weights. This is genuinely why things break, and I need to fix the issue. All right, so now it makes sense. She happened to catch something that she was doing and be like, hey, this would be interesting to show people, and put in the description of the video that this is what the case is. If that's the case, okay, I totally get it. Maybe it would have been better worded, like explaining why she was posting it or something like that. But I now I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And to build his brand. So to him, I'm going to tear her down and her brand, knowing once I make this video, my army of, millions of followers, and I added up all the numbers, it was probably like 20 to 23 million views across all his social media platforms with all the views that he got. And those people were sent to attack you.
Yeah.
You're calling yourself out in this video, it's parody, and he pretends like you made a video specifically about how badass you are slamming the weights.
Maybe he didn't see the caption, or maybe he didn't understand the caption, because it does sound a little bit ambiguous, at least from what I can tell. Honestly, I don't read captions either, because Instagram isn't showing you the caption. You would have to physically remember a caption exists. Let me go click on it. So many times I see videos, I don't look at the caption. I don't even look who's posting it. I just see what I see. And this video did genuinely look like this chick was abusing the equipment for no reason.
Yeah. And then it's just so funny to see everyone make up their stories. Like, people even said, oh, you changed the caption after you saw Joey Swoll called.
You can't change the caption in the video. Cherry picking comes in, and this is where the rage baiting comes.
Yeah, precisely. He did that. I didn't even know who Joey Swoll was before all of this.
Oh my gosh.
So because the UK are ahead of the US, right? I woke up to all of this.
Oh, really?
And yeah, people were commenting saying, oh, she's going to have a nice surprise when she wakes up in the morning. Because what time is it in London? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. And I did. I woke up, I saw people started on and off, because I think it was 2 weeks prior I posted that video. So within the 2 weeks, there were more and more views. And I was like, oh, okay, it's got a bit of traction. And then people started commenting Joey Swoll, and I didn't, to be honest, know who he was. And then I woke up this one morning and then, yeah, bombarded across all of my socials, all of my accounts, which we can go into as well. But yeah, it was a crazy couple of days. It really was crazy.
It's clearly a joke without even reading the caption. And this is where the cherry picking comes in, and this is where the rage baiting comes in. Because he knew that your video was satire.
At least I'm not the only one who gets a squeaky voice while recording. He knew. So essentially, this woman's life was destroyed more than once because Joey decided to repost even after she tried to do the right thing, apologize. She was essentially calling herself out in the initial video. So her life gets screwed up once, and then it gets screwed up again. And Scott's basically saying that this has to stop. And I would agree. 100%. I'm so glad that he noticed this. I will never look at Joey's content the same way again. And again, I don't think he did anything wrong with the Hulk Hogan thing. I don't think he did anything wrong when people called him racist, called Joey racist. I don't think he was racist whatsoever. I think he was totally right in that particular video. But is it the case that we might have, like, the villain we never knew existed here? Because he's essentially exploiting people's misery for money, and that isn't cool. No, it's not. So I never noticed this. I'm so glad that Scott brought it out. Incredible catch on his end, and I really hope that Joey addresses this. I don't think Joey's off social media altogether, by any means. People like him, essentially, in my opinion, are addicted to social media. So while he probably could be off social media, I don't think so. Look at the way his life is tied into it. His money, everything. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. This is a very serious issue. Again, kudos to Scott Herman for bringing this out. And kudos to Scott for doing what he does. While making this video, he actually posted something that I just saw. I don't know if he posted or it just popped up, but this is his type of content.
I can tell you right now with every ounce of my soul that I do not want to go for a run outside right now. So I told that guy to shut the up and did 3 miles anyways.